Are you guys ready for your first debut?
Yeah!
It's not exactly a debut because he's performed in Ireland, but this is, he's new to the U.S. Big hand for Keet Machoos.
Hello! Hello, everyone. How are we?
Good.
You can probably tell from my accent I'm actually not from New York. I actually am from Ireland. Before I continue, people have a perception that the entire Irish population is a nation of alcoholics. I just want to clarify something. We are. Yep. We are. You guys, I love New York. New York is fantastic. I mean, if you want to be successful in America, New York seems to have everything. But you guys, slightly different to Ireland. If you're successful in New York, you drive a nice car, you live in a nice townhouse, you know, you live in a nice neighborhood. In Ireland, it's a little bit different. It doesn't matter where you live, and it doesn't matter what car you drive. It matters if you can get to your house in that nice car after spending 3 days drinking after an Irish funeral, then you're a success. If you can manage to park that car in the correct space after 3 days drinking, you can work for my corporation. And if you can reverse park that car into the correct space after spending 3 days drinking, you should run for fucking president. I got in, I flew into New York. I can't imagine getting in any other way, to be quite honest. Although I think when my family originally arrived over here, they were on a boat. But I flew into JFK. Thank you. That joke was for the top 2% of the population. But I got off the plane in JFK, as you do, because that's what you have to do when the plane stops, you have to get off. And I went through security, they let me in, I was surprised. But there was a sign on the wall as I got in, and it said, dial a ride. Now I don't know whether you guys realise or not, but to ride in Europe, it's something slightly different. It's to have sex. So you can imagine my reaction when I saw that sign. I mean, I knew you New Yorkers were very, very friendly, but I said, my God, aren't you guys taking it to the extreme? And it was weird because about 2-3 days ago I went into a Staples, a stationery store on 42nd Street to get some paper to write the script. And I was lost as usual. In every shop I get lost. And there was a kit on the shelf and it said divorce kit. Now I come from a strict Catholic upbringing. We hardly even have divorce in Ireland. And you can purchase it off the shelf in New York. Did you ever consider, well, why your divorce rates might be high? You've got to dial a fucking ride service! That was weird. But one of the things I was told when I got to New York was the food. The food's fantastic. You've got such a choice of food. You've got Mexican food, Indian food, Polish food. Well, you don't eat that shit, but... Thank you. That was for the bottom 2%. I was walking down 42nd Street the other day. I told you earlier on I was on that street. I go down that street a lot because I'm afraid to deviate when I don't know where I'm going. And there was a homeless guy and he held a sign. And the sign said, this is the truth. The sign said, we got $5 for a Wendy's. I don't like McDonald's, it's high in fat. And I thought to myself, fucking hell. Even the homeless people have choice. But like, it's weird actually because after I saw the sign I actually went to McDonald's. I don't know whether you realise this or not, but McDonald's is the second largest franchise in the world. Have you noticed that nobody ever goes there? You ask any of your friends, would they be interested in popping in for a Big Mac on the way out to the bar? Everybody denies it. Which is really weird because every time I go in there, the place is full. But no one actually goes there. I call these people Mac-sexuals. They love a Big Mac and large fries now and then, but they are so afraid to actually admit they actually love it. Yeah. Okay. You can just picture these people walking into McDonald's, picking up the Big Mac, walking out the Mac door, down the Mac street, driving down their Mac car, into their Mac house, and running into their Mac closet to enjoy their Big Mac. If you have any friends like this, that means they're a Macophobe. If you have any friends and you can actually diagnose that disorder, that makes you a Macologist. Folks, that's all. I'm at the end. Thank you very, very, very much.